Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. Time travel is an intriguing idea, especially when we see the world in times of trouble. Hypothetically, if we could go time traveling, it would probably take some sort of sophisticated machine. But here at Henry Horton State Park in Chapel Hill, when they celebrate an event called Step Back in Time, the whole idea is a world without machines.
A child tossing a tomahawk, followed by a teenager trying her hand at the competitive sport, is enough to draw a crowd and create a line for those who want to be next.
Well, it seemed really fun, and I've never really done it before. And I like to hunt and stuff, so thought I'd try this, but it's not as easy as it looks.
It's very easy. If you've spent the last 10 years of your life traveling the country, tossing a tomahawk.
The secret is its distance and throwing just like you do a baseball. It's not, everybody likes to put a little flip in it to help it along. It takes this distance that we throw for the hawk to turn one time. The distance is the same for everybody. Once you figure that out and just relax and throw it like you do a baseball, follow through and everything, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, unless of course you are just doing it for the first time.
He said to hold it hold it lower with your thumb on it, but it's hard. Horrible.
We miss quite a bit. That particular block is new and it's hard in places, so it hits perfect, falls right out. Of course, in competition, that doesn't count. If it falls out, it falls out. That's it.
Competition is the attraction, but education is the objective as these traveling long hunters work right beside the playing field.
I'm working on some handles. We go through a lot of handles in the hawk throw. We like to make sure, though, that people understand we're not just here throwing hawks and stuff. We're demonstrating living history of the long hunters. The long hunter period was 1740 to 1830.
The long hunters, such as the ones being reenacted here today, spent months at a time exploring the wilderness and clearing trails for those who would follow.
We weren't soldiers, but when we were called upon to be soldiers, we were very good soldiers because we were very good shots. We carried everything that we needed on our back. So when the market for beaver fur fell apart in about 1830, we became farmers and cabinet makers and carpenters and started learning how to use different kind of tools.
Across the way, another tool has attracted a crowd, but this competition has turned intense. Friends, family, and even park rangers are pitted against each other, putting it all on the line for the big prize.
It looks a lot easier until you get up there and you're like, oh my gosh, this is wearing me out, but you're not going to quit until you get it done. So it does look a whole lot easier, and I guess that just shows how much they used to work in the old days to get stuff, and now we've got it made now. They used to not have chainsaws. You see what they're over there doing, working away. I can't imagine that.
Well, you just got to be smooth with it and go as fast and as hard as you can. That, it helps me if I get down a little bit lower and I have a little more leverage, I can pull harder, and then just keeping the tail straight and making it smooth.
If time could be turned back a few hundred years, this Belfast man and his brother would be ready. This is not the first time they've won the crosscut team competition.
The majority of what I do is farming, and I also do a lot of construction. I build a lot of big barns and do a lot of fencing also. And so most of it's manual labor. We're outside all the time.
And then there was this young man who likes to play on computers, stands only 5 feet tall and weighs just over 100 pounds. He killed it on the one-man sawing competition.
I have to do this. If I slow down, just go faster. Be brave and stay wild.
The first time I did crosscut competition, I'd watch 10 people do it, and I'm like, well, I can do this. This is going to be easy. And, that competitive spirit kicks in, but it's 35, 40 seconds of just giving it your all. And, I forget to breathe a lot of times when I'm doing it. And, but you got a crowd around you cheering you on, there's a prize that you can win, but that's really not what it's all about. It's just the atmosphere and that competitiveness that's a big attraction for everybody, I think.
It's interesting how such simple things, games we could actually be playing at home, draw such a crowd with an incredible curiosity as to who will be the best.
Yeah. Remember, it's all about the roll.
The idea is the preservation of our cultural history, of the state, of the country. And these are games that they played way back when they didn't have electricity, when they didn't have Xbox. And you know, it's very simple. We're throwing a bale of hay, but you saw how people just lined up to come and do it. Same with the watermelon seed spitting. You know, and I know there's prizes involved, and I'm sure that's a big attraction, but it's just something different that they could be doing on their own, but you know, without a venue like this, they just don't get the opportunity to do that.
The great thing about living in Tennessee and Kentucky is that there are 4 very good reasons to get up and get outside: winter, spring, summer, and fall festivals.
It's kind of like the eclipse. That whole day everybody got along and come together and everybody looked up, and it's really neat, and this kind of stuff brings everybody together as well, and it's really great. And it doesn't surprise me at all. People can forget about all the negative stuff going on and get out here and have a good time with their family and friends and just enjoy life for a while.
Step Back in Time is not only about competition. There are food vendors, face painting, craft tables, and visits from the Mounted Park Patrol. It's an opportunity to take time and go at your own pace, even if you really would like to travel back.
I think it would be a lot simpler, a lot easier. You wouldn't have near the stress, I wouldn't think. You know, it'd be more manual labor, and times would be tougher, I'm sure, but it would be an easier lifestyle, I think.
I think I would make it. I would be a brave wild man. In the forest, chopping trees, making firewood, and painting walls, painting pictures and selling them.
For us, it's a lot of fun. For them, it was every day. When they got up in the morning, they climbed out of bed, or they climbed out of their blankets. Generally, all they had was a couple of blankets, and they would go to work. When they would work all day from daylight to dark. That's what the wildlife was in that period.
And here at Henry Horton, that's what it was today. I'm Annette Nole Hall on the Wild Side.
You can travel to our website, wildsidetv.com, past, present, and future, for more information. The Step Back in Time event continues to grow, and rangers believe it's mostly because of word of mouth. Now you can say you heard the word here on the Wild Side.